Hello, we're going to be talking about the farm pond today, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Today I'm standing in the farm pond. I allowed the pond to dry up, and I originally had plans to allow it to dry up and rototill the bottom of it to get all the sediment out, and build a duck dock. I explained a duck dock in a previous video, but problem is I'm a little overwhelmed with a lot of projects, as you know, already here on the hobby farm. So I'm going to actually fill the pond up and save the duck dock and cleaning out the pond till next year. So I'm allowing the pond to fill up instead of letting it go dry. I guess I'm just having sympathy for the ducks and the geese having to make do with those little kiddie pools. I do have little fishies in the pond. You want to save them and allow them to have a habitat. I'm surprised there's no grasses that have grown in the pond yet. That would help keep the pond clean. My garden hose, it will take approximately 6 hours to fill this pond. The size of my pond is, well, the depth is frog depth, and frog depth is knee deep. That's right, the water at its fullest only comes up to my knees. It measures 30 feet wide and 40 feet long, so as far as the pond goes, it's just a tiny pond, but it was here when I bought Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, and so I'm just going to make do with what I've got. I was ecstatic to have a property with a pond. So look at, the ducks are getting it already. We got water going in. It's advanced quite a bit already. So they seem to be happy. They're trying to get those fish. So by this time tomorrow, I will be knee deep in water. I did, however, take advantage of the pond being dry so I can do some maintenance on it. I had to do some maintenance on my little spillway there. Some of the rocks had fallen in. And also my retaining wall over here at the edge of my garden. I also had to dig a piece of old wire out that the ducks have drug in. You wouldn't believe what the ducks drag in here. And I also managed to dig out this little feature that had fallen into the pond. Something had landed up here and knocked them off into the pond. These are odd knickknacks, too many knickknacks in the house, so I took them out and I put them around the farm. And here's another knickknack that I put in out here. So when you're walking around the Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, you'll see little treasures stuck here and there. You never know what you're going to find wherever you look. A little bit of a surprise here and there. So that's just kind of silly of me to do that, but it gets them out of the house because there were so many of them. They made the house look cluttery. Oh, look at the geese have joined them. They're all seeming a little bit more happier and content that the pond's getting with water. Yay! So for lack of resources and building materials, that duck dock is going to take a back seat. Like I said, I have other projects that take precedence over the pond this year, and I really don't want to overwhelm myself. There's a lot of things I still need to do, and there's some things I need to get done on the inside of the house too. So as you can see, the pond is filling up, and by the end of the day it should be full. And the ducks and the geese have already taken advantage of the water in the pond. They've been down here bathing and splashing and diving. And the little mosquito fish that I planted in the pond last year to control mosquito larvae, I thought maybe most of them had died out, but boy, there's a lot of them. They managed to hide from the ducks and geese to keep from being ate when it was just a small tiny pool, when I allowed it to dry up as much as I did. So this concludes the saga of the small farm pond here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm glad you came and joined me on this adventure. I've been your host, Jerry Hansen. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye-bye.